because that ICC is where we are waiting for Nigeria. You can see in Namdi Kanu. Then in ICC that will prove to us what Namdi Kanu has done, has committed, that they are keeping him there. And mighty Allah people are going freely.
Hausa will never allow Igbo to have embassy yet. Biafran embassy cannot be allowed to function because Biafra is yet to be a nation. These are the opinion of the people from the north. Two of them this morning. What do you have to say about that?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, one and the only Biafran evangelist, Benjamin Johnson is snatching. I will continue to speak the truth. I will continue until the day I will sleep and not wait again. Now listen and listen good to the glory of God Almighty, because it's only God that have that right over my life to do that. Now, listen to me. They are saying that they are going to sue America, Donald Trump. I want to petition him to shut down Biafran embassy. Please, your petition, where are you going to take it to? Where are you taking it to? You are petitioning Donald Trump. Where are you going to submit the letter? And who are the people in charge of that office? Who are the people that will preside over that case? I will love them to petition, to come out with their petition, because it will go viral and it will give us more good news and more hand for Biafra to stand, because that ICC is where we are waiting for Nigeria. You can see in Namdi Kanu. Then in ICC that will prove to us what Namdi Kanu has done, has committed, that they are keeping him there. And mighty Allah people are going freely. Chegumi is working freely. Bello is working freely. And many of them like that. Baba, they say that, see, this embassy is not established here in Nigeria, you say, because you are ruling Nigeria, controlling everything in Nigeria. To you, as you believe, that you just come, this has, let's set it on fire. Try it over there. If Baba God no go visit you, it is this one na Joe Biden. This is J. Donald Trump, now in power. Try it to bring your letter. The more you bring your letter, the more you bring Nigeria out. And that kind of petition is what we are waiting for. I am ready and I am happy. The Biafrans are ready to face Nigeria internationally. And they bring that Nigeria, they burn them well, made they write that petition. Well, I want the north, I want to provoke them now. Let that they burn you well, write that petition.
But it's not all Nigeria. These people that are saying that there are people are going to write a petition to Donald Trump to shut down the embassy.
And they think that Donald Trump will be Fulani. Excuse me, who be planning? In America, they don't recognize terrorists. So they don't welcome terrorists. So they don't tolerate terrorists. So how then do you, as a terrorist, write to him and expect him to act? Is Donald Trump a terrorist member? Is Donald Trump a terrorist boss? Is Donald Trump a member or a sponsor or encourager? What do you take him for? You think Donald Trump is like Bala Tinubu that you people will just round up and begin to rant against and nothing will happen? If they burn the way, may they try them. Write the petition and let me know if Donald Trump will be friends with terrorists. Those that have tried it, go and ask Hezbollah. Go and ask Hamas as they go. Now they know as they go. Who you be? You can be Nigerian terrorist. Nigeria. How many in a day? I bet when I go sleep with your, when I go rest, you see that embassy. Do you think if that embassy is not correct or it's not something that's supposed to be, do you think that Donald Trump will tolerate it? Do you think that Donald Trump will welcome it? Do you think that Donald Trump will allow it in the first place? Or the initiative or the idea, not to talk of standing it? Do you know where that place is being opened? We are talking about Washington, D.C., the heartbeat of America. One of the heartbeats of America. You cannot mention America without mentioning Washington, D.C. So, and that is where Biafran embassy being established. And it stands today. So, and let me tell you, you know why Donald Trump allowed it? Because Biafra has been recognized as a nation. We have become a nation. In case you don't.
But funny enough, we saw how this morning the Yoruba people seem to be defending the Igbos against the Fulani, and they were asking them, what is your problem with them, the Biafran embassy? That your own son or your Oga Sheikh Gumi was voted from Saudi Arabia. Fulani has going to kill people in Plateau, in Benue State. Why can't they talk about that? What is their concern with the Biafran embassy? What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that is why it's good that they are asking them that question. Let them come out and answer it. Anything that relates to Igbos, they know the importance of Igbos and they know the advantage that that embassy has to play and the promotion it has promoted Biafra. And that is why they are scared because they are too lazy.
They are lazy?
Yeah, they are lazy. Because if they are not lazy...
But did you hear what that Fulani man said this morning? He said, if they not separate from Nigeria, every part of Nigeria will suffer because it is the north who is feeding Nigeria with cow and with food. If you not leave Nigeria, I will not go to suffer truly.
My brother, I don't know about others, so, but I and my family are not going to suffer. And the Fulani has never fed me for one day. Rather, I'm the one feeding Fulanis. Fulani never clothed me, but I'm the one I've clothed Fulanis here in Lagos. Many of them. Then they rent and they don't get house and they don't feel pay house rent. Wait till they try to tell me.
But the food that you are eating, they are bringing that food from the north. Even the cow, even the goat.
Baba, the cow and Nigeria they chop cow. In my place, we know they chop cow. Now, as I come Lagos, I come the chop cow, which you know, when I travel, I spend 3 weeks, almost 1 month in my village. I no chop cow, no cow there. Before these people, see, there is something I want you to understand. Before these people, you forget where I come from. We are farmers, we are known as farmers. We farm. They're the same way they farm, we too farm. I'm from Ebonyi State. We are known with the farming. So we are farmers too. So a Fulani man cannot boast to me or come and brag to me in terms of farm product, in terms of food. If you talk of cassava, even as of today, or further rice, where is it coming from? The local rice you are talking about is from Ebonyi State. It's from Ebonyi State. So what are you saying? In my place, we are no longer eating cow because we have goat and we have our own native cow. We have our own native cow. We have different meats that we are eating. So their cow is nothing. And we go to farm, we have our distinct farm product, we take and we enjoy ourselves. So they can boast to any other person, they cannot boast to Igbo people. Much especially Ebonyi State. So if they are bragging, let them have the limit of their bragging. They should know where they will take it to. Do you understand me? So my beloved brother, they are not the one feeding Nigeria. Because if actually they are the one feeding Nigeria, these people are wicked. They will take that food away from me and you. They know that the people feeding Nigeria, that is why you see them, they are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that Igbos do not go. Now Igbos, they feed Nigeria. Biafra is the one feeding Nigeria. The economic growth of Nigeria, if Nigeria is growing today economically, is the what? Igbos contribution. When you separate, in fact, they are using indirect word. Let me put it that way. They are using indirect word. The reason why they don't want Igbos to go, Biafra to go, or anything about Biafra, you see them kicking against it, was that if Biafra depart from Nigeria, Nigeria will not survive. That is what it means. But they are using indirect, using metaphor.
So are you saying that Biafra is more important to Nigeria than the North?
Of course. Not just in Nigeria, all over the world. Go and do your findings. Baba, carry me on a Fulamana or a Yoruba man now. May we go Chinese embassy. Now there you go know the importance of Biafra man, Igbo man, in the heart of the Chinese. They go tell you, say we are coming to give them money. Igbos first. Business. You know, China like money.
But then,
they promote the economy of any nation we enter. We promote the economy, we contribute to that because we understand the importance of a growth. We understand the importance of what development. You can see in Lagos State here, how many Fulanis are importing goods? How many of them are paying? Counting 20-something million to drop because of the goods for one container. How many of them are importers in Lagos State? How many of them are renting house? See their children, let me capture one there. Now Fulani Peking. How many Igbo Peking you go see say by this time what thing they do for road when you met today's school? But then, if you know say as you go there with her and papa.
But then We have seen that angle that the guy said that the Igbos will not come close to power until they abandon Biafra.
Because we don't need the power. That is why
power to be a president.
We don't need it. The one that have ruled Nigeria, Kenya Chitra, Aguero 7 months in Nigeria. What was the outcome? The one that sold the Igbos out in person of Ziki. What it is? Kenya Ziki Chitra. But we don't need all the nonsense. We don't need it. What we need is more than what they are even pointing or looking at. And that thing is Biafra. We need Biafra. We don't need Nigerian presidents. Who will help? Who presidency help? Aguirensi, Alpha. Azikiwe, Alpha. Nothing. Zero. Nothing to come back to. Nothing. Nothing. Completely nothing. So we don't need all those nonsense. Because to us it is nonsense. But to Biafra is what we really need. Because that is what means a lot to us.
Like I said this morning, like that Igbo man, even though they call him Efulefu, but it's an Igbo man. He said, it is time our people forget issue of Biafra. You have invested everywhere. Let's join us with other Nigerians to make Nigeria a great nation. It's an Igbo man. He's a chief.
See, my brother.
What
did they call him? Efulefu.
That's what his fellow people call him.
Yes, now
he's a chief. He's a rich man.
Chief. Rich man. Is he feeding me? He don't buy pure water, give me. Is he the one paying my house rent? You invest doesn't mean that you will not have your freedom. It is a country. And many you can see. After all, South Africa, are they not the one controlling our DSTV and GoTV in Nigeria? Are they not the owner? They invested here. Hello? And they still have their nation as a South Africa. Am I talking? We have America. They have their own company here in Nigeria. Yes. So it doesn't stop them from not being an American. You see China, they have their own here. It doesn't stop them from being a Chinese or not having their own country. So it's like that. You invest here doesn't mean that you shouldn't have your country. Because you definitely come from somewhere. That is ideology of the foolish black Igbo man. So brothers, I love what is happening today in the court. And I love the drama that is going to take place because it is no longer children things. It is now the game of the men. You can see the previous court appearance of Namdi Kanu. You know, when the Nigerian government came with their evidence. There is what the judge put. He said trial within trial. That is the English political language. Trial within trial. And when the trial within trial was checkmated, it was founded and funded under the foundation that it was under duress. Under what? Duress. Under forceful human rights. That they went against his rights and they forced him to do what? To say some certain things which on a norm it doesn't supposed to. To admit some certain things which on a norm it doesn't supposed to. You and I know Master Namdi Kanu very well. It's Mr. Nonsense. It doesn't tolerate and you cannot expect him to say some certain things that will implicate him in the court of the law because he knows what it means to say some certain things or to admit some certain statements or to endorse or sign his signature in some write-up. But under duress, there is a saying that a soldier fights to remain in order to fight tomorrow. That was what he did. He admitted, concur with the DSS based on the thorough torture that they give to him against his will. So today he is defending it. And as you can see, trial within trial, he conquered Nigeria and he defeated Nigeria. And it was clearly stated that, yes, truly, it was under duress because for you to try him there on that condition, that situation, that his lawyer supposed to be there, supposed to be aware of which none of these things take place. But glory be to God that today is another day. We are waiting to see what will be the outcome of today. Because so far so good. You can see, the European Union, that is the EU, you can see people from UN, United Nations, you can see AU, African Union, you can see all their delegates. It's not, I told you people that this thing has gone beyond children issues, children game. It has come to the level of, if you are not matured enough, please don't come to court. If you are not matured enough, please don't come and witness the matter. If you are not matured enough, please don't show. So it is the game of men, men, men. I repeat, men, men, men. Mazen Namdi Kanu is a man. Nigeria, man. AU, that is African Union, man. EU, European Union, man. UN, United Nations, you know what that means. So if you watch all this, and let me tell you, Pan-African delegates, and you know the leaders of Pan-Africa, as it is now, as it is hot, when you are mentioning Pan-Africa, you are mentioning including somebody like Captain Ibrahim Traore. You understand? And when you mention Ibrahim Traore, you are mentioning, see, there is a news, that is when I watch it. Africans are waking up. Go to Botswana president today. When I watch his speech, you know what he said? He said, my family and my people are you people. I have no other family than you people. So you are my family and I am your son. So we are to make our nation and our people great. Revive again and become what God wants. In fact, when I watched the man's speech, I marveled that through Ibrahim Traore, through the speech of Mazen Namdi Kanu, the lecture and the lessons of Mazen Namdi Kanu, have awakened the spirit of original Africa in the life of Africans. So today is going to be hot. Today is going to blow hot. And today is going to be the game of, it will go beyond trial within trial. It's going to play the game between men versus men within the men. So that is how it is going to play. So I'm waiting. By 10 o'clock, it will be appearing in the court. You understand? Yeah, anything from 10, it will be appearing in the court. And the many delegates are already there. You can see, oh my God, you can see the delegates. They have already arrived, waiting for the chairman himself, the boss. You know, whenever he appears, he do appear with confidence. So my beloved brother, so let's wait and see how today we end it, because today being the 13th, and I learned that he will still appear again on the 16th. Then after 16th, you have 18 and 19 to finalize the whole thing. Before the legal team of Mazen Namdi Kanu will now come up with their own to ask if there is anything that they are going to kind of whether petition or to settle with the court.
But do you think that Namdi Kanu, do you think Namdi Kanu will accept, you know, the conditions that Nigeria government will want to give him if he's ready to settle out of court?
It depends on the condition. They will like to do that. You understand? Because of what? Based on the condition, and he himself have already admitted that, based on the condition that Nigeria will come with, that he may accept, he may not accept. But I believe within the advice or let me use the word suggestion of previous judge in person of Peter Nyako, advice, instruction, idea, I believe he will concur. But the only thing that will dramatize the issue or the situation is when Nigerian government come with a condition of him dropping Biafra. That will dramatize the whole situation or the whole condition. But whereby they did not come with the ideology of him dropping, you know, Biafra, so definitely I believe he will concur. You understand? I believe he will concur, because what are we even dragging? What are we even, because this is what I want. And you know that kidnapping alone has covered everything. It's no, that kidnapping has covered any case that Mazen Namdi Kanu is going to answer or face in the court.
But do you think that he want to drop, you know, the 50 billion suit?
It's not
against the government.
I am not Mazen Namdi Kanu. Mazen Namdi Kanu is a huge. When I say rich man, is understand. He's a huge man. It's done, it's okay. He's not a hungry person. You understand? So 50 billion, he has more than that. I don't know, in Naira, he worth more than that. Do you understand? So he worth more than that. But see Nigeria, that amount, see, that money is not the major thing, but they want to kind of prove a point to Nigeria and correct Nigeria for some certain things and some certain actions within the some certain mentality which they did not know according to the law. That even you being a government fighting good and fine, there are some extent at which you can operate or you can attack somebody based on the right of humanity, based on his fundamental rights, based on his fundamental rights. That is the issue. That is what they want to correct Nigeria. You understand? So he can reduce the price because it has come here to pay according to France how much you want pay. So they can go into negotiation in that price, that 50 billion. There may be a kind of coming down to reduction 25 to 30 or 35 billion, and Nigeria would like to settle it or take this money and let's end up this case. And the area of kidnapping, please sacrifice that one for us. They can, it's a normal thing. You can forfeit it, but this agitation will continue. You understand? And the agitation go for 9 be the cocoa. That Biafra 9 be the cocoa, and that is the main point which he must do what? Achieve. Not even in death, but in life. Because God has given him long life, and he must be alive to witness it.
Allow them to show themselves.
This way.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
You have finally gotten a new judge to handle your case. How do you feel about that?
Great, I suppose. Yes.
So what are your expectations from today's proceedings?
Is that justice will be done, of course, in accordance with the rule of law. That's what I'm expecting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's my daughter. Take advantage of my daughter.
How far? This is for one turn my brain this morning.
You expected me.
Hello. Hello. One copy lánàá.
Where are we going? Right, this way. How are you? Yes, sir. How are you? What the recording the platform? Get it? Look. Yes. Come on.